Sonic and the Secret Rings any percent with Japanese going on. Kuro, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. All right, well, thanks for doing the chat poll. I don't really use the Japanese language, so we'll see what happens. I have like some English audio cues, but it's fine. It's fine. We get the authentic experience, you know? No Jason Griffith this time. He'll grace us another time, I'm sure. But, alright. So, this is Sonic and the Secret Rings any percent. If you know about Secret Rings, or even if you don't, this will be quite the experience. So, nothing to do but get started. Alright, so I'll do a countdown from 3, and we'll go on go. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
Alright, so we begin in Lost Prologue, which is a bit of a tutorial. And you might be thinking, why are we doing a tutorial in a Sonic game? Like, you just, you know, move Sonic around, right?
Gotta go fast.
You fool! There's no nunchuck here. No, you got...
like, wait.
You absolute buffoon. No, Sonic is controlled with the sideways Wiimote. As you can see, I'm not touching anything, Sonic is moving, and I am tilting the Wiimote to move Sonic.
That's wild.
This is the experience, yeah. So anyone who knows Secret Rings, you know this game controls... maybe. That's not an objective statement. It's definitely... the game... it's far different than anything else you'll ever play, Sonic or otherwise.
Already.
Because, you know, when you do nothing on the controller, you expect your character to do nothing, right? But if you don't press anything, Sonic will just keep running forward. So it's an auto run. It's an auto runner. I like to call this game Kaizo Subway Surfers or Kaizo Temple Run. Just take your pick. Oops. But yeah, Sonic also does charge jumps in these games as opposed to his typical spin jump. He will very rarely be in a ball in this run. He just isn't feeling it for this game, I suppose. But yeah, so jump is a button. Unfortunately, our homing attack is not. So in order to do a homing attack or a jump dash, if we don't have anyone to home onto, we shake the Wiimote forward.
Wow.
Yeah, and sometimes it works. You just really have to hope it works. But yeah, so it's... okay, as you can see, I did shake. That was on camera, but Sonic didn't do it. This is definitely... running Secret Rings well is an art form.
Right.
But yeah, do you have any... so do you have any experience with the Storybook Saga games, JD?
I do not. I mean, I grew up with OG Sonics on the Sega Genesis and such, and had kept playing the games through the Dreamcast era, so I'm completely unfamiliar with this part of the series, and this is wild.
Yeah, so this was initially supposed to be just a Sonic 06 port, like, you know, on Xbox and PlayStation. This was just supposed to be a port onto the Wii. Then they realized the Wiimote is pretty funky, and they decided to go with that. So they created a whole new game, for better or worse. I love Secret Rings. I adore it. I was really bad at it as a kid, so I didn't get far. So that's kind of why I decided to speedrun this game, just as like a redemption for kid me.
There you go.
But yeah, so that's our homing attack. Again, same principle of just having to shake the Wiimote. And sometimes we'll have to chain attack over like pits and things that will instantly kill us. So you just really want to hope your homing attack goes off. Like, I'm always in the back of my head prepared if the homing attack doesn't go to shake again.
Yes.
This tutorial mission teaches us braking. So we're supposed to use the brake to dodge these iron balls. We'll use the brake button twice here, because, you know, braking is slow. So we'll jump over this, brake, run under that, jump. It's really...
wow.
The hitboxes in this game,
you just went through that spike.
you get to learn them every now and then. Yeah. Why would you think the spike of the spike ball can hurt you? It's only the ball. Obviously. No, Secret Rings love to have its own rules. But yeah, for those unfamiliar with the story, so Sonic is transported to the Book of the Arabian Nights, which is like where the story of like Aladdin comes from. This is our back step, so if we ever want to go backwards, we have to turn the Wiimote towards us. Also, even though we picked Japanese, you might still hear some English. Japanese Sonic loves to throw in English.
Lovely.
So he just, yeah, if we ever get, that's our only bronze medal we'll get in the game, probably. We get medals depending on how fast we go. So as we're speedrunning, we're mostly going to get gold medals, so you'll hear a lot of, "That was tight!" Which is funny, because, like, in English, he also says, like, "That was tight," so, like, they say the same thing, which is pretty cute. So this is, if we don't want to do a charge jump, we can do a short jump. Okay. As you can see, Sonic, like, kind of launched himself in the air. If he stubs his toe as you, like, as you jump over things, sometimes he'll get launched. If you ever...
As one does when you stub your toe.
As one does. I highly suggest watching the tasks of Secret Rings, because Ring Rush really utilizes all the little mechanics and collision to do insane things. There's also grind rails, so do the classic just hop on the rail to go faster. If we want to switch rails, we have to swing the Wiimote left to right in order to change it. And sometimes you'll pick a direction and Sonic will go the opposite direction.
Great.
Which is, you know, sometimes great. Listen, I love Secret Rings, but I will admit this game, it works if you do what's intended, but, like, the thing is with, Secret Rings is that, like, there's no, like, Mario Party thing where it's, like, it shows you the actual action you have to do, so you just kind of have to guess. Like, the game says, like, tilt the Wiimote forward to do a homing attack, and other people, like, just, like, try and shake it to do the homing attack, and that will sometimes work, but that's not what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So, it's a very... This is probably the worst game for casuals, but it's a really fun game to just refine, keep coming back to.
Interesting.
And really perfect. It's kind of like, you know, like a racing game, like, you know, when you play a track for the first time. Sure. Like, you're not gonna get it, but you'll slowly learn how to get better. Or maybe that's just Stockholm Syndrome, but who can say? Who really can say?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, this is Sand Oasis. This is the first real world we'll have. I think this game is so pretty, like, especially for a 2007 Wii game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some really cool scenery and settings we have. But yeah, so anyways, as of right now, Sonic can just run, but this is an RPG. We actually, if you saw at the last level, we actually leveled up. So as we complete missions, we will gain EXP, we'll gain levels and skill points, or SP, and we'll also get skills that we can equip to Sonic, which will make him faster, move left to right better, or do other special things. So as we continue, Sonic will become a better Sonic, and it'll be completely different. It'll be night and day compared to endgame Sonic versus what we have right now. But as for now, it's just pretty typical. Sand Oasis is really more visual than anything you have to do. But it's a nice introduction. This is also the only level I could beat as a kid. At least consistently. You know, just have to dodge the spears. These spears do have hitboxes, by the way. The game will just throw things at you. Speaking of hitboxes, they are suggestions, like this fire, we can just go through it.
Of course.
We just collected a Fire Soul right there. It's like the coin rings in like New Super Mario Bros. They're just sort of collectibles. But they also give 500 EXP points, so 500 is not a lot. Like, we need, like, at this point, we need, like, 8,000 EXP to level up. So 500 isn't a lot,
but it's a chunk.
It will help. Yeah, it's a chunk. So we're going to a wall shuffling section. I can actually just leave the Wiimote like that.
Way.
It's just you're just supposed to turn it, so you can just use table strats to let it do it for you.
No way.
But yeah, if you saw in the beginning was a little bit different. If you charge a jump, Sonic will start to slide. He won't immediately come to a stop. That takes priority over the wall shimmy. So just put that down. So when you do the wall shimmy, the wall shimmy is very slow. So being able to charge a jump is a lot faster. So if there's ever a wall shimmy section, we'll try to charge a jump beforehand. I grabbed the Wiimote, but like I'm still not gonna press anything because Sonic again runs on his own. But once we get more skills, there's a lot more active things for us to do. So this is a bit of a section where you actually have to do things, grind on the rails, hop over these walls. I'm going to try and go right, and he did it. Okay.
We like it when that happens.
Good.
We take those.
I love it when I pick a direction and Sonic goes. How I describe this game, how to play it, it's like those student driver cars, like in driver ed. Like there's the student driver who's like supposed to be driving, but the driver ed teacher has like their own wheel and like brake pedal. So I'm the driver's ed instructor, and I'm like making sure Sonic doesn't crash or like kill himself. I have to like swerve out of the way when Sonic tries to do
Oh my
something.
gosh.
Alright, so every world has like their own main mission, so that was the main mission. They're typically the longest. Then we have to do other required missions. As you can see, every time we complete a level, we go to a mission select. So this is Sand Oasis 2. This is a Die Hard challenge, so some missions have certain stipulations. This one is just don't die. If you die, you have to restart the stage as opposed to respawning at the last checkpoint. Yeah, so as you can see, this is similar scenery to what we've seen before. And if you remember, the flames are just a suggestion, and we can actually jump through those flames. They can hurt you, but for whatever reason, that just always works. So yeah, this is only a 30-second level.
Wow.
Very nice. But yeah, so we did mission 1, and we did mission 2. So, come on, what mission is next, everyone?
Mission 3.
That's right, it is mission 5. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So, there's no indication of which missions are required. Like, there are required missions for the story in order to progress. You don't know that until after the fact, until you see what you unlocked after doing it.
Wow.
And even then, like, it's sometimes a roundabout way of continuing. Anyways, this is a special mission. This is Don't Break the Jars. As you can see, there are jars littered about. If Sonic even as so much as touches them, we lose the mission. So you see like the fire soul on top of that jar to the left. Like you're supposed to jump over the jar, not break it, in order to get that fire soul.
Let's see.
Yeah, this game's level design is so devious. Like that's kind of why I call it like Kaizo Subway Surfers. Like they will intentionally. We'll see. Like they get really mean with some of the level design and the things you have to do. Like there's a pacifist mission, and they just throw enemies at you. But anyways, pretty simple mission. Yeah. Have to make sure you hold neutral.
Yeah.
Again, holding neutral is actually like you have to do something. You have to actively hold it flat in order to be neutral. Also, blind turn jars, my favorite. And pick up this fire soul. Alright.
Oh my gosh. That was a lot of jars.
Yeah. There's a lot of jars. So that fire spinning enemy, if you don't time your attacks right, you might homing attack into the fire attack itself. And unlike the other fire we've come across, that one will hurt you, and then you'll fall on the jar and lose. It's really embarrassing. Also,
it's like
so
right at the end too.
Yeah. So we just did mission 5, so of course we're doing mission 9 now. I mean, I don't know why I'm pointing this out. It's
I've
obvious.
thrown away numbers now at this point.
The only numbers you need to know are 3, 2, 1 is the countdown. The whatever omnipotent voice counts us down at the beginning of each stage. It's not like a character.
These jars
even.
we break. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so this is now it's break the jars. So as you can see, it's very rare for us to encounter jars now. But that is the mission now. We have to break. You see a counter on the top right.
Got it.
We now have to break 5 jars. So yeah, and everything you learned from the last mission, throw it out. We need jars now.
Right.
Yeah, this Secret Rings is really silly. So yeah, we're gonna jump into them so we lose less speed, then we'll home attack in the last one between the spike balls. But yeah, early game Sonic, it's actually, I think it's harder than later, because the more skills, it's just Sonic controls better. As we'll see, so we're actually going to do a skill equip. We're moving on to the next world. We will be back to Sand Oasis, but you'll see why it's faster. But anyways, we're level 4 now, so we can equip some skills. It takes time to equip skills, so we do it sparingly in order to save time overall. So we got the skills we equip. Turbo Boost just ups our acceleration. It's quicker for us to get to max acceleration. Or to max speed, rather. And then we have Mini Turbo. So, just like Mario Kart, if we shake the Wiimote at the right time, we'll get a little boost of speed at the beginning. So that'll be our new way of starting missions. It's very important that you don't move the Wiimote at all during the countdown, otherwise you cannot do your Mini Turbo. You have to be perfectly still. Anyways, you know, remember the gun truck in Sonic Adventure 2? Now they're Triceratops.
Yep, I was gonna say.
It's gotta have the gun truck section in a Sonic game now. No! Sonic-oo!
Sonic!
So yeah, that female voice is Shara. She is the genie of the ring. You'll see in Sonic's right hand, in his right hand, he has a ring on his middle finger. So Shara is the one who enlisted our help to help save the world of the Arabian Nights. So she's our companion who knows this world. Anyways, this is Dinosaur Jungle. You may, if you've ever read the Arabian Nights, or even if you haven't, you might be thinking, why are there dinosaurs in the jungle? So the main villain is a guy called Eraser Jin. He's erasing the stories of the Arabian Nights and basically injecting other stories in, so he added dinosaurs here. So we're trying to put a stop to him. Anyways, this is the flying jar. We will have to shake very fast in order to go up. Yeah, if you see me start shaking violently whenever I'm in a jar, it's because of that. But yeah, it's typically like you're supposed to like pump, but you can do it really fast if you have the right setup. The interesting thing about this game, like especially with the speedrunning scene, is that I feel like every runner does different like actions in order to play the game.
Yeah.
Because again, there's no like standardized way to play. It's just if it works, it works. So now we're going. I would call this an auto-scroller section, but the whole game is an auto-scroller, effectively. It's just we're now on a log on water.
Yep.
I'm actually pathing pretty precisely. Even though we're on rails, so to speak, we can go slightly. We can change our position slightly. So if we didn't do that right, we wouldn't be able to get that fire soul without running into the iron balls, which would have knocked us off. Anyways, here's a T-Rex. She appears in Crossworlds, actually, the new racing game. So let's go Secret Rings representation.
Right.
Yeah, we have to wait for her to break the rocks for us. We're gonna hop over her tail so she doesn't hit us. And now we're basically at her mercy. Unless I can get the skip. Okay, yeah, we have to wait for her to break the rock. She can't jump over it. Nice. It's random when she'll help you out, so sometimes you just waste like 10 seconds just waiting for the dinosaur to open up the path for you.
Go figure.
Here's a new mechanic, the catapults. They're very finicky to make work. So you have to hold back in order for Sonic to reel back, then you need to flick forward. I'm still not super consistent on it, but as you can see, like, I like one hand do it. That's just, it's consistent for me, at any rate. Like, you just kind of have to make things work for yourself in Secret Rings. But it's so fun, like, being able to, like, smoothly get through the levels, because, that was kind of what I what drew me to this game is that I've never seen like top level secret rings. Like I've only seen me as a kid bumbling about, running into things.
Right.
So yeah, this has a special place in my heart. With all the jank, I'll admit there's jank. Motion controls are motion controls, but you can learn it, and it does work. There's a lot of soul that went into this game that the developers put in.
Could you say it's a lot of fire soul that went into this game?
I guess I could. Anyways, we have another section where we have to hold left. Actually. Okay. Yeah, that works. So anyways, there's a fire soul up ahead, and if we hold left, we're able to get it. It just manipulates it good enough.
Wow.
Thank you, table strats. Anyways, here's some just random spike balls falling out of the sky. This is a common Secret Rings occurrence, and I got hit. Great. See, it's because Sonic, like, auto will just keep walking automatically, so he did that to himself there. Anyways, don't know why that rock launched me, but we'll take it. Sometimes you'll just get random boost forward, and you don't know why they happen, but you just have to thank the game for its mercy. So this is another Die Hard challenge. Again, all the missions after the first one are typically short, with one exception. That we'll see once we get to Levitated Ruins. But just like a speed thing, we'll homing attack this enemy just to get closer. We'll jump over the rest so we don't have to bother with homing attacking. Beat this guy up, run over here. And now there's gonna be some cacti in the way. I should be able to dodge it because I'm a good player who practiced. And they're immobile cacti. And then there shouldn't be a threat. Okay, nice. Easy does it.
Something tells me that's not true 100% of the time.
What? No. I don't know where you got that idea from. Alright, anyways, so we did mission 1. That was mission 2. What's next, everyone?
Mission 5.
It is mission 5, actually, yeah.
We learned this. We learned this last time.
We did learn this. So, as you notice, mission 3 is available. Mission 3 is not necessary for the story. So you're not going to ever do it. But who would know that? Like, it's really hard to beat this game. Like... Also, like, after we beat this stage, we get Mission 6, and you wouldn't know that's what unlocks the next world, Mission 6, but...
I was gonna say Mission 9! Oh no,
oh, no.
Now numbers are weird again!
Yeah, come on. So this is a new mission type, actually. This is... Sonic? Okay. This is a new mission type. This is Rampage. You'll see on the top right, we have a counter. We need to defeat 10 enemies. So, yeah, we just have to run through the stage, find them. In future Rampage missions, there'll be different strats that we can actually use to speed up the levels. But yeah, as for this level, we just have to do it normally. Some levels will have specific types of enemies, or unique to the area, so these flowers are unique to Dinosaur Jungle. Gotta quickly backstep in order to reach that. We'll bonk into this log. We have to wait for it to spit out seeds, and then we have to homing attack off of them. You have to make sure not to go too early, or else the seeds will not be there in time for you to homing attack. Now we're going to... obviously, to get more enemies, we're going to have to wait here, wait for these spike balls to turn into springs, pop up them, get to this chest, press this button, move that dinosaur's neck, and then we get more enemies.
Of course. I mean, didn't you, like, who in chat didn't know that?
Yeah. But, you know, it is cute, like, just kind of like how, like, the original Sonics had, like, the, you know, upper roots, lower roots. Like, there's things you can, despite being on rails, there is things you can do in order to speed up the levels. Or just affect them, as opposed to just straight up running. So there is some nuance involved. But anyways, as I spoiled, we are doing mission 6 now, after 5. That is a rarity. I don't think we ever do that again in the rest of the run.
Great.
Pretty, if my memory serves. So yeah, this is now stealth attack. So this is the pacifist mission. If we defeat an enemy, we immediately lose. We have to restart the stage. So because of that, they will throw so many enemies in front of your face. Like, Like, watch this. Once we get on this dinosaur, they just throw an enemy directly in front of you. You have to jump over it.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Mean. I swear, whenever we're in a stealth attack mission, Sonic just gets, like, this bloodlust I've never seen in him before. It's only for these missions, where it's actively bad. Just because we can't kill them doesn't mean we can't attack them, so we'll bounce on that flower. Because it takes more than one shot, just to get in this log quicker. Anyways, hope this guy moves out of the way. Nice. And easy does it.
Oh my gosh.
As you can tell, I'm saying hope and probably a lot during this run.
Yep.
There's only so much you, the player, can do. Sometimes secret rings will just secret rings you. But, alright, that's it for Dinosaur Jungle for now. We'll return to it later, but now we're moving on to Evil Foundry. Evil Foundry is a very iconic stage, if not the level itself, especially the song. You may recognize Who's Gonna Rock the Place. We'll listen to the beginning of it. Anyways, we're gonna do a jump slide here in order to slide past as quickly as possible. Then we'll do the wall slide for the very end. There is skills that can increase, or rather decrease the amount of speed we lose when we're sliding, so we'll see that at the very end of the run, but it will be very essential. Thank you. I didn't even move the Wiimote. I don't know why Sonic jumped off like that. But yeah, Evil Foundry is a bit of a difficulty spike, at least compared to the last two worlds. There's a lot of things that can hurt you. For instance, there's this really fast-spinning fan. Alright, it decided not to hit me. That's good.
There we go. We take those.
Yeah. So obviously taking damage is slow, like Sonic will get hurt and he'll stop. There's also an EXP factor into it whenever Sonic takes damage, so rather, if Sonic completes a mission damageless, it will get a ×2 multiplier to the EXP earned in that mission.
That's huge.
Yeah. If he gets hit once, that becomes a 1.5 multiplier, and eventually, if you keep getting hit, or if you die, it'll go down to just a 1x multiplier. So, EXP isn't too tight in this game, but we would love to get our levels early in order to equip skills early, so ideally we don't get hit, obviously for speed and also for the EXP.
Yeah.
At worst, we just have to do one more mission without all the skills that we want equipped, which isn't too terrible, and the EXP requirements aren't that strict either, so it's always nice if you can get the EXP early. Also, I like how the music lines up with this. We're about to run up the wall.
I was gonna say. Nice. Let's see some bangers in chat.
Bangers. Who is gonna rock the place? What do you think, chat? Who is rocking the place? Anyways, as you'll see, I will not move yet. I'm gonna wait for this jar to explode. That does have a hitbox, but it does defeat all the enemies. So, gotta be very careful with that. There's gonna be a lot of pits now. I need to make sure my homing attacks actually register so I can get over. But yeah, coming up after this next turn, there's gonna be a pretty tight section. There's gonna be falling debris. The fastest way is the homing attack over them, but if we don't reach it in time, then we'll just fall to our deaths. So let's have that not happen. So you'll see me shake a lot just to get all these homing attacks out. Alright. Nice. There we go. There's also these big, like, circle things that when they close in, they launch Sonic further. Just a secret ranks thing. Just like these spike balls that just show up out of nowhere. But, alright, that was Evil Foundry. We did a damage list, so that was good. Typically, especially with that spinning fan at the beginning, you know, you kind of expect to take damage, but Anyways, this is actually going to be it for Evil Foundry for now. Story-wise, there's a fire golem that we can't beat yet. We need the water world ring in order to douse it. So the world rings are the magic MacGuffins of secret rings, like the Chaos Emeralds. Each world has a world ring. So we're going to be going back to all the worlds besides Lost Prologue, because that's just the tutorial, in order to get the world rings. So now we're actually going to go back to Sand Oasis and Mission 3. This is how we progress the story. There's no way to tell that's what you have to do, you just have to do it. But anyways, the reason we ignored everything in order to get to Evil Foundry was to unlock our soul gauge. So this is like our boost, if you know, like, Unleashed, Colors, Generations. We increase our soul gauge by collecting soul pearls, which are the little, like, white balls.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see on the bottom right, that's our soul gauge. We leveled up as well. We just equipped some new skills. We equipped Quick Step and Quick Air that makes our left to right movement easier. It just means moving left to right is quicker and more snappy, which is, you know, very nice to have. But yeah, so now that our soul gauge is orange, we're able to use it. If we press down, that will do Time Break. That will slow everything down. It's helpful for tight, you know, tight movement or to, like, dodge fast-spinning fans, for instance. Then there's Speed Break. This is like our boost. It's very committal, but it is fast, so now the run will basically be trying to use Speed Break as much as we can in the most optimal places. Speed Break has weird properties, like you're like semi-invulnerable, but not entirely. So anyways, we're done with Sand Oasis for now. We want to keep moving. We want to get to a particular mission in order to get a particular skill. So we're just progressing through the story until we get to that point, and then we'll come back and gather the world rings, because the world rings are required for any percent in order to unlock the true final boss. So anyways, this is Levitated Ruins. We're gonna be on these, like, stingray creatures. This is, like, a really cool setting. But yeah, there's actually going to be a trick halfway through one of the major time saves of the run. But for now, we just gotta get through it normally. As you see, this particular thing has spikes on it. We just have to get out of it quickly before it closes in and kills us. But yeah, there's going to be high gusts of wind. That's why these pillars are breaking. If they hit us, then, like, we'll be sent back with the wind, so it's very slow. Fortunately, it's consistent, where they are. So enemies also give soul, so whenever you beat an enemy, they'll also give you some more soul for your gauge. Just gonna make sure to go left, dodge those pillars. But our goal here is to find Sinbad the Adventurer. It's just Knuckles. We didn't get to see it because he's just in cutscenes, but there's Tails, who is Alibaba in this world. That was a gargoyle we just beat up. They also make these weird paths, which is actually going to be part of the trick that's coming up. So we're trying to save Knuckles, and he's on top of one of the towers. So we'll be riding like a gargoyle like this, and we'll be able to see Knuckles, but then we have to go to the second half of the mission to actually try and save him. Also, all those missiles had hitboxes. They will hit you, so you have to make sure not to get hit by them. So anyways, we do a trick in order to actually get to that tower early before we move too far away. In New Game Plus, like when Sonic has like all the skills available, there's a different strat, but you'll see, it'll look a bit weird. There's a lot that goes on, I'm not sure how to really describe it. It's really something to see to believe. But yeah. Anyways, dodge these missiles. And just gonna focus up right here. Alright, so now Sonic will be floating above where he's supposed to be standing. And then we'll just inch him towards the wall of this tower. Alright, the camera moves down, that's a good thing.
Okay.
And now we're in the tower.
Okay.
So this is where we're supposed to be in like 3 minutes from now if we do the stage normally, so it skips like a lot of time. So massive time save here. The game did not account for this, so you'll notice the camera get a little finicky. Not really following Sonic anymore. But yeah, very nice. That was done very well. That used to be a very inconsistent trick in order to get Sonic to float, but we found a way for it to be consistent. We found the consistent like motion angles in order for Sonic to do that well. Anyways, this mission is, you'll see. Words cannot do it justice. It's really more of an experience. But this is a rampage mission. We do have to beat a certain amount of enemies. Alright, there we go. That was it.
Okay. What?
Yeah, it's a 6-second level. You have to beat one enemy who's very far away from you.
Well, alright then.
Yeah. Goes by quickly. So this is actually going to be the longest stage in the game. This is saving Sinbad. So we found Knuckles, but he's trapped in a cage, as you'll see behind us as we start. There's 4 locks, so we have to go to 4 different towers in order to get the keys to unlock him. So anyways, more or less straightforward. There's going to be some tricks later on, but JD, if you have any messages, feel free.
Yeah, absolutely. So folks, if you've been keeping your eye on all of the Twitch stream, not just this amazing gameplay, you may have seen inside the information bar that we have announced our next incentive subscription goal for our Pepsi Man run later today to watch all of the cutscenes in the game. And if you've never watched a Pepsi Man run before, you definitely want to watch those cutscenes. We are looking for a target of 40 subs to be able to unlock that incentive later today. We've gotten 13 thanks to our awesome run earlier, so please make sure that you share the word with all of your friends. Check if folks have their Prime subscription available, or just straight up regular join the subscribe the Speed Stuff for Charity channel, because we'd love to have the support which will enable us to do events like this in the future with lots of other communities as well. And also, good morning to those folks who are out there on the West Coast who are just joining in. Once again, you're watching Speed Stuff for Asian Speedrunners Alliance collaboration, where we are highlighting Asian speedrunners throughout the world with amazing gameplay. And events like this are made possible from excellent partners like Dragon Roast Coffee. So if you're just getting up and making that cup of joe, consider getting a future one from Dragon Roast Coffee, a dedicated coffee for gamers and adventurers alike. Their small, passionate team puts their hearts into roasting coffee with coffee to order with the mythical heat of dragon fire, infusing a touch of enchantment with every sip. Visit www.dragonroast.coffee today and browse the exclusive collection for Speed Stuff for Charity.
Awesome. So as you can see, I was trying to do a fast strat through that tower. There was that floating spike ball, you know, as there are in Secret Rings.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit slow, but I just want to try and see if I could go under it. I couldn't. But that's alright. As you can see, so when we get to each tower, we have to go through a zipline section. And then certain times there'll be progress locked behind. You'll see these, like, patterned blocks. Typically, we have to beat a certain enemy in order to break them to continue. But yeah, these tower sections are effectively like 2D sections. Like, moving left to right doesn't really do anything. There'll be another... we'll do this exact tower, actually, Tower 3, in the next mission. As I said, Secret Rings likes to reuse the same places, just change certain parts of it.
Mm.
Scale this tower, hit that spring, 'cause it's faster. And then coming up will be a little trick. Also, to move the lever, we actually have to move the Wiimote in order to actually turn the mirror in order to face Knuckles, get the Sun's Ray to break the lock. So yeah, sometimes there will be walls where Sonic will have to do something. So coming up in the final tower, there's going to be a catapult that we have to launch Sonic to hit a button in order to unlock the door. However, Speed Break is very finicky, or it can do a lot of things. For instance, we can break through, so we just went through the wall. At certain angles, Speed Break can just go through collision, which is really nice for us. Saves like about 20 seconds of time to do the whole catapult thing. And also, as you're catapulting, there's going to be an ominous floating spiky ball moving around, and you have to make sure you don't launch into that either.
Of course.
You know, the classic. Honestly, the spike ball is the true antagonist of Secret Rings. Alright, finished! Alright, there's our boy. Knuckles is free. Completely unrelated, so for those that don't know, there's a party mode of Secret Rings, which is like an entirely different game. It's just like a discount Mario Party.
Oh.
It's not even really related to the main story of Secret Rings. But yeah, you can play as this is actually a Silver the Hedgehog's first playable appearance on the Wii.
Oh my gosh.
He is an available character.
That is funny.
Yeah, I believe it might also be Blaze the Cat's first home appearance, like home console appearance. Because I'm not sure. Because no, the Olympics were 2008, Beijing. So yeah, a lot of firsts for Secret Rings.
There are a lot of folks that are like, wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, they're like fact checking. Anyways, Sonic will go backwards with his homing attack.
Of
Works
course.
for us.
Yep.
Makes it faster. So yeah, this is exactly the same as Mission 3. Or Tower 3, rather. Just had to do some finagling. We'll see if we can avoid the enemies. It's slow to fight them. Okay. Well, we had to bounce off one. But still, 24 seconds, pretty fast. Alright, so that's going to be it for Levitated Ruins right now?
Question mark?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We changed the route a bit. Yeah, okay, we're going to Firestorm
gotcha.
now.
And while you're getting that up, I do want to let everyone know we are chugging along and hopefully getting that hype train up. Remember that all bits and subs are indeed supporting Speed Stuff for charity in this event and in future ones as well. Kuro, back to you.
Nice. All right, so now we're moving on to Pirate Storm. Yeah, it's a very wet stage. There's the sea, water, and a bunch of rain, so Sonic's favorite. Yeah, so Pirate Storm is actually the world we wanted to get to. There's a mission towards the end of the world that we want to get that will, effectively, it will maximize our acceleration, making us a whole lot faster. So that's why we're kind of going specifically for this level. Then we'll retrace our steps, get all the world rings from the previous worlds, then continue on from there. But anyways, as for Pirate Storm itself, it's very dangerous, it's very treacherous. We're gonna have to deal with barrel cycles, so in order to get through the water, we'll have to bounce off barrels, but they go away. So you have to make sure you time it well and don't just like launch yourself off into the water until the barrel's back. Speed break through here. We can always cancel speed break in order to save on soul gauge. There's spinning swords on the floor. Don't know how they got there, but don't get hit by this spike ball. And now we're on another auto-scroller section. You know, a fun thing about this being motion control, you can just move Sonic back and forth really fast. So you can just like, whee! just while he's on his bullet bill. Also, those fireballs do have hitboxes, so...
Great.
I forgot they appear. We're gonna do a little skip here. We're supposed to unlock the doors with a button, but we can bounce off this enemy to get on top. We have to make sure that catapult goes to halfway, otherwise we don't get up to this crow's nest. We'll have to go up here to unlock this button. If we fall off, that saves, or that loses a lot of time, rather, because we need that button. Oh, did I miss that enemy? I missed all the enemies? Really? Unbelievable. Okay. I was trying to speed boost through them, but I went too early before they actually spawned in. Alright, we'll go this way. We have to make sure to cut off our homing attack early, otherwise we will run into, or rather we'll clip out of the ship and just fall into the void. Which looks funny, but it just wastes time in the speedrun.
Right.
And dying will lose my EXP, so I want to make sure I have that. It's very subtle, but Sonic moves slightly slower through water. Like, this game actually has, like, traction mechanics in terms of, like, what terrain Sonic is running on will affect his speed. There are skills to, like, mitigate that, but, which we do have unlocked, but it just is a whole nother menu for not that much time save. Like, the time you would save from attaching it, is too much compared to what it saves. Anyways, jump over here. Sometimes we can clip through this little throne thing. We did not. That's okay. Anyways, we get another auto-scroll section, so wahoo! Sonic will do like little tricks off the waves. For some reason, if you're like shaking enough, Sonic will go into like ball form. I don't know why he does that. Like, it's honestly lamer than the typical trips he does, but... you know, I guess he's rarely in ball form anyway, so...
Yep, this is the time that he wanted to do it.
Alright, we'll do another thing. So since homing attacks pop us up in the air, we'll use that on the enemies to get us over that barricade. Nice. Break forward. Make sure we don't get hit by these fireballs. The fire does have hitboxes. And we'll speed break to the end. Oh, nice. Just less than 420. We're doing pretty well on EXP. I haven't taken a lot of damage.
Nice.
Which is surprising. It's really easy to bump your shoulder on things. Alright, so anyways, we did mission 1. What's next?
Mission 2.
9.
9.
Yes, that's right.
Got it. Got it.
We go to mission 9. Obviously.
Of course.
So this is the Die Hard challenge. It's pretty easy to die in this stage, so I'm gonna make sure to take it careful, because even if you fall into the water, that's a death. And you have to restart. Anyways, hello, spike balls in the air. Also, Secret Rings loves having these, like, half spike ball, half spring things.
Yeah, I noticed.
They're really fun to time when Sonic auto runs. Like, you can't even, like, just easily stop. Also, thank you, spike ball. Like, you're almost, like, you can avoid it, but it's really hard to not hit that spike ball when you're just trying to homing attack. Alright, trying to avoid all this. We're going to instantly use the catapult in order to get this Fire Soul. Alright, and we'll use this jar. These balls will break the jar, so be very careful. Slip by. And do this grind rail section. Alright, didn't get hit by that.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, nice.
There were some nail biters there.
I got 59.99. But hey, it's under a minute. Alright, so I hope you like that level, because we're effectively doing it again. It's the exact same level structure, except now it's a pacifist mission.
Oh.
Yeah, and this mission in particular is so mean, especially at the ending. So again, if we defeat an enemy, we lose the mission and we'll have to restart it from the very beginning.
Right.
Fortunately, these short missions only take like a minute, so It's not horrible, but obviously time loss is time loss. So again, as you're learning this game, like, you know, you're gonna die, you're gonna lose missions. It's just the secret rings thing. Gonna bounce off the spring and not the enemy. Notice how many enemies they'll just throw at you just because they know you can't attack them. So mean. One thing about not being able to defeat enemies is, since enemies give a soul gauge, our speed boost can be pretty limited. Hopefully we can keep it. Really surprised I made it through all that. Wow. I always get hit by that fire. Okay. Fly over that. Get this fire soul, because it's right there. Ow!
Oh!
Well, I got the fire soul, so it's fine.
We're good on
alright,
XP.
so here's the mean part. There's an enemy that just spawns in right there where you have to go. And if you homing attack it, like, Sonic will die. And also it's like a depth perception check, like you have to actually like land that jump. It's really hard.
Wow.
Right. Well, we got through it.
Mm-hmm. That is evil, though, placing that enemy right there.
So mean. Alright, so we just did mission 10 after mission 9, so what's next?
11.
That's right, it's mission 5. Alright, we're getting it.
No!
It's secret. Like, again, they didn't have to do that. Like, they could have just made it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
I don't know why they did it like this. Anyways, this is actually the mission we want. So, I mentioned before you get gold medals. If you get gold medals on certain levels, you actually get special skills. So this is one of the special skills we want. This is a rampage mission. So instead of actually going through the level because it's really slow, we will just back up, get to where these enemies respawn, and just keep grinding them. So we have this like backflip move that we equipped. It's like only for this mission, just because it's faster to go backwards. Also, those like fire that we pass when we're backflipping, they do have hitboxes, so
of course.
I'll make sure we don't do that. But yeah, getting a gold medal, I think you have to do this level in 1 minute 30 seconds. Like you usually do this in like 1:15, so
okay.
Even if you get hit, it's not horrible to do. But yeah, once we get the skill, so this is a sub-W boost. So there's a skill called Warp Boost that you get when you're typically like level 50. For reference, when we end this run, we're going to be at level like 28. So Warp Boost maximizes our acceleration. For getting a gold medal on this stage, we get sub-W boost, which is a cursed skill. So it has the same effect of Warp Boost. However, we now take, whenever we get hit, instead of losing 20 rings, we lose 40. We're trying to avoid getting hit anyway, so this not completely unreasonable. Yeah, it works out. It actually helps us later down the line. But anyways, we will equip that right now.
And speaking of backflipping back, just want to say thank you to everybody who joined in on that hype train, especially a big thanks to Pleasantly Twisted, who gifted 5 subs to the community. We're inching closer to that Pepsi Man incentive for later today. Thank you so much.
All right, this is our first boss battle. This is Captain Beamoth. So we have to get to his horns, but because we have max acceleration, we can actually get to him faster than he can do his attack, so then we can just grab onto his horn and rip it off. So we have to rip off all 4 of his horns, so after we rip off a horn, he will do this like wave attack. Then he'll do this final wave attack. We jump over that, and we homing attack immediately, and we grab on again. So yeah, the real challenge of this is being able to rip off his horns fast enough. Typically that's a hard thing to do, but I have a good strat for ripping off the horns. Alright, so dodging the hits. If you ever know the rubber pencil, like, magic trick, I do the same thing with the Wiimote. And that's like
it's a rubber Wiimote.
Yeah, it's the best way to like mash in this game. At least in terms of this boss. We have other methods of quote-unquote mashing. Alright, nice. So yeah, you can like jump off. If you stay on his horn too long, he'll like charge up an electricity attack to hit you with. But fortunately, this is just really effective at ripping off his horn.
Nice.
Alright. So yeah, now that we have sub W boost, now we like just go through levels faster. So that's why we saved all those levels we could have done earlier till now.
Oh.
So now, like, the game will just get faster. So we have to do this level anyway, or we have to do the level where we get sub W boost anyway. So that's just all in all more efficient. Anyways, now we're gonna retread our steps. We're gonna go to Levitated Ruin. Anyways, that was our first world ring. So that's what we need for Evil Foundry. So we beat the boss for that world ring, and that was the final mission on the list. Levitated Ruins doesn't have a boss, and the mission for the world ring is not the final mission, actually. It's level 9. There's like 13 levels in Levitated Ruin, but it's level 9.
Okay.
You don't have any way of knowing that. It is not communicated to you. There's no way to know that is what you have to do. You will learn after the fact because, you know, you'll have the world ring. But yeah, it's crazy, like, again, really bad casual game, but as long as you know what levels to do, it's not that bad. Anyway, similar to the last Rampage mission, we're just going to grind these two enemies. Because going through the rest of the stage is just way too long, and the enemies are so sparse. So we'll just go to this tower right here, and we'll just keep, instead of progressing, we will drop back to the ground just to farm them again. This is the fastest way to get our 20 needed kills in this Rampage mission. But yeah, so it's very important that Sonic, it's very easy for Sonic to just walk off the edge himself. As you can see, I'm like backpedaling in order for Sonic to just stay where he is. It's also very easy to just do your homing attack early and like just whiff the enemy, and then also continue on with the level. I don't know what happens if you go past this part. I know it's slow, but I've never done it, so whenever I like hop over the enemy on accident, I just reset the level. Which honestly might be faster, but I just have no idea what comes up afterwards. Anyways, there's the blue world ring. Now we'll go to Dinosaur Jungle. We will also go to Mission 9, because that's where this world ring is. That's not a pattern, by the way. Like, these are the only two missions that level 9, I think, is the world ring. But yeah, so this is a special mission. We have to break 5 genie eggs.
Okay.
I don't know what the genie eggs are, necessarily. I guess the genies are like these enemies they're fighting are genies, so I guess they're just hold them. So yeah, that was one. So it takes 3 homing attacks to beat, which is pretty slow. But fortunately, with speed boost, it breaks immediately. We kind of boost through it. So that's why we want to save this mission until after we have the soul gauge at the very least. But having our maximized acceleration is also quite nice. Anyway, get to another log riding section. Get to do our little fun things with Sonic. Whee! gotta have your fun with you know, you are on railroads for this game, so you gotta have your fun where you can take it. Alright, that'll be the 3rd egg. There's like some manipulate, like for instance at the very end, depending if you're holding left or right is where you'll end up as you hop off, and these are 2 different tracks. I didn't mean to backflip there. We have to beat these enemies in order to reveal this egg. Then we'll go on this catapult and get the final egg. Nice. Alright, so now we're finished with Dinosaur Jungle. We get the green world ring, I believe. And now we're gonna go back to the first world, Sand Oasis. Yeah, the next ring is, or the next mission is just collecting 99 rings. Pretty straightforward mission. So So yeah, as I collect rings, JD, got any messages or announcements?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw some folks geeking out over a couple of pieces of merch earlier, and that's right. We do have Tantrum merch partnering with Speed Stuff for Charity this season on an exclusive merch collection. The lineup includes a variety of unique items, from shirts to bento boxes to more. Shop now at tantrummerch.com/SS4C or type in !tantrum in chat. And I mean chat, if you check that merch out, because the bento box and chopsticks combo is just too cute. You have to look at it.
Alright, I don't know if I ever explained it, those silver rings give 20 rings, which is very nice. We'll be speed breaking. Got the rest of our rings. Alright. So now we're gonna do our next equip. This is gonna be our second to last equip menu. This is we're not at peak Sonic yet. So anyways, we did mission 10, so of course we're going to mission 6, obviously. As one does. So let's see. Gotta remove quick air, speed up, cancel that, fire. I don't have enough. Mini turbo. Fire gaze. Yes. Okay. Just some menu management. Kirby Masta started running this game, and with his experience with like Fire Emblem and other like menuing stuff, definitely has optimized the menus, which I still need to learn how to do optimally. But anyways, we instead of our mini turbo at the very beginning of the level, we now have cancel dash. So whenever we stomp, whenever we forcibly drop down from midair, we now have a fire effect. That's fire gaze. It does damage, so our stomp actually like does a stomp attack. But now we also have cancel dash, which is gives us a little boost of speed whenever we drop to the ground. So it means instead of going from a standstill, we can already start running, which is really nice. Makes things a lot faster. And because we have sub W boost, our acceleration is maximized, so we'll basically instantly go back to top speed. We're gonna speed break through these spikes. Sonic can go through spikes sometimes in speed break, not all the time. I don't know why. But it works when I need it to work, and that's the important part, I guess.
Goodness.
So we're actually gonna get a new mission type, our next mission. So we did mission 6, and we actually get to go to mission 7 now. How about that?
Well, alright then.
Well, yeah. How nice. Also, we're doing really well in EXP. I actually could have equipped earlier, but I'd rather just do the skills I'm used to with a precision level, like collect rings. Didn't want to go too fast. So this is beat the clock. So there's now a timer at the top right. You know, it's like a speedrun level. So basically, the level's designed to waste your time as much as possible. There's a bunch of springs. Those springs just put you in air jail. Like, you know how you put a dog in air jail? Like, it just puts Sonic in midair. He's just there for like 2 seconds and then drops back down to where he was. Like, does nothing.
Oh, man.
Again, this game is so mean. I love it. But then there's also jars that obviously just slow you down. Alright. But yeah, as you can see, like, especially with this section where we have to jump a lot, we're able to just land down, start instantly running. It's really good for speed. Going to hold vertical and phase through a wall. Nice. Otherwise, we would have had to beat all those enemies. It's really nice that a lot of the tricks in this game just rely on, like, holding vertical. Like, there's one trick later on that we have to hold a very specific angle for that isn't just something you put the Wiimote on the table for. I guess unless it was a really bad table that was leaning over slightly, but I should make that table just for Sonic and the Secret Ring speedrunning.
There you go.
Just like
slightly off level.
Yeah, just like saw off a bit of the legs just so it's not completely flat. Anyways, here's another boss. This is Sand Scorpion. The game's really pretty. The monster design, though, can be pretty special, so to speak. This is like one of the few instances of RNG in this run, so we'll see if he does 3 attacks or 2. Okay, he's doing 3 attacks. We want him to do his big slam attack, like right now. We're actually going to use Time Break for the first time. For whatever reason, using Time Break there counts as 2 hits, as opposed to just a single hit, so it skips him to the final phase, which is this one, where we attack his eye 3 times, and he's dead.
Nice.
I don't know if it's like an intended, because Time Break doesn't typically make you do more damage, so I don't know if that's intended for this boss in particular, or if it's just like Sonic's moving so slowly that he's just in the hurt box for long enough to cause damage twice. Either way, it works, so that's all I could ask for. Alright, and with that, we can now go to Evil Foundry again. So yeah, now that we have the Water World Ring, we can go back to the boss. So, Evil Foundry is actually set up in a pretty interesting way. Like, typically the other missions you do are pretty nonsensical or not related to what you're doing. So now we're re-entering Evil Foundry, but now that we've been in there once, Sonic knows his way around, so we can get back to the center in, like, just 40 seconds. But yeah, it's a good showcase of all our new skills. So we'll bounce on this golem, try and get this fire soul, hold neutral to get the soul gauge. To dodge these hot ovens. So yeah, we're gonna go through spikes just like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. When I first did, I was like, what do you mean we have to go through the spikes? But it works. Alright, so run through here, get through these fans. Again, now that we have better skills, like, it's so much easier to get through all this. Like, it just, Sonic actually feels good to control. Which is unfortunately something you have to grind for. but it is really rewarding. It does feel so nice that he moves well. So anyways, we're on to another boss fight. We kind of had a whole, like, boss fight gauntlet. That's just kind of how the route ended up, where we just do all the bosses back to back to back. So this is the Ifrit Golem. It's kind of similar vibes to the, like, golem fight you do in Sonic Adventure 2, where you have to make him lower his head and then attack his big button on the top. So we're actually gonna be this is typically a 3-phase fight. So first of all, we're just gonna break his knuckles with our stomp attack. So our stomp attack is a pretty, like, wide range, but it also deals more damage than a homing attack. So we're actually gonna go 1, 2, stomp. We're supposed to be doing 3 homing attacks, but because of the extra damage we get from Fire Gaze, it actually does more damage, so we can actually skip phase 3. So that should be it. Yep. Phase 3 is really slow, so it's actually really nice that we can beat him just in 2. Also makes him beat in only like 30 seconds, which is nice. Most of the bosses can be beat really quickly, which is cool. Another nice thing is we get a lot of experience from defeating bosses. But alright, that is the last boss until the final bosses, but we're not done with Evil Foundry yet. We obviously, after doing the final mission of Evil Foundry, we have to go back to Mission 5 in order to actually escape before Evil Foundry falls apart completely. So now it's an exit mission. It's a beat the clock mission where we try and exit as fast as possible. So if you remember when we first went to Evil Foundry, we had to, you know, plant our feet and change direction like a bunch of times to get to the center. Now we're doing the opposite, which is pretty cool. So I guess another thing I haven't really addressed yet, there's sometimes hidden grind rails. You'll see the fastest way to get through this is going over this seemingly like a pit. Oh, I went too... whatever, I'm going to speed. I moved too quickly. Alright. It's almost like the rails are invisible or something. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We're doing so well on the EXP, I'm actually fine losing on the EXP there. But yeah, as you can see, dying is not... I guess we'll see again. As you can see, dying's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you just respawn, like, it's pretty forgiving most of the time. Just gonna stall a bit here in order to get through these crushers. We have to cancel speed dash, because otherwise we will... It's very easy to clip through the floor if you're just speed breaking there. Which is, you know, fun for everyone. Alright, okay, I have enough soul gauge. So we're going to be speed breaking through spikes yet again. Oh, nice! I don't know why Sonic bumped his shoulder there, but I don't know why he just went slow for a second, but... I was about to say at least he didn't get hit, but we're already at our times one multiplier, so yeah. Alright, at least we get through. There's actually, for the, like, leaderboards, like for just individual, time, individual level, leaderboards, using the in-game timer, you actually can utilize the death, because, it will also set your time back to wherever you were when you got that checkpoint. So you can actually, like, degenerately, like, get, soul gauge in order to, like, always use soul gauge. Even when you technically wouldn't have any. So, which, real time, it's really slow, but... As long as whatever the timer says at the end. Alright, now we're at Skeleton Dome. This is the second to last world of the game. I really like Skeleton Dome, it's really cool. It's just got a nice song, The Whitest Sky. Anyways, we're gonna be bouncing off a bunch of skeletons here. This is a really fun level because you have like all your good skills, so Sonic just feels really nice to control here. I say that as all I'm doing is holding left, but cool things happen eventually. I'm not gonna press anything, but Sonic will just pop up. Collision's weird sometimes. Okay, we get hit by the spike balls, nice. Okay, we want to get to the top route, so we're going to... That guy takes 2 hits to attack, so we just homing attack into Stomp, and then he basically just disappears immediately. And now we're on the top path. So yeah, there's actually like 2 distinct paths here to get into the Skeleton Dome itself. Top path is more optimal, as is, I guess, Sonic tradition. Let me speed break through this little corkscrew. So yeah, we should, after the next level, we should have enough EXP to do our final equip. And then, like, Sonic will be basically, like, broken. Like, you could do some really cool stuff. But yeah, we're gonna come up to these, dual-wielding, skeletons. These guys are the worst enemies in the game. I hate them so much. They're so annoying. They do, like, a spin attack, where, like, they'll just swing their swords around them. It's really effective. It's just such a wide hitbox, and Sonic will get hit. Like, even if you try speed breaking through, Sonic is not immune enough to damage to get past that. If only they had spikes on their hands instead of swords, then we could have gone past. Alright, speaking of spikes, there's gonna be spike balls. Oop. Sonic.
Oh, come on.
Get comboed. Okay. Nice. Got through that. Okay, nice. Don't worry. What the hell was that, Sonic? Why did you do that? I hate the backflip move. I swear, it just causes more problems than it solves. Anyway, back on track. There's also these swinging axes that you just have to know which direction to go towards, in order not to get hit. Okay, can I leave? Thank you. Typically you're supposed to, speed break through them, but, I didn't have enough gauge to do that, so I just kind of went in and hoping for the best. Alright, so yeah. At this part, we have to go through specific doors. We have to go through the doors with the red eyes. I don't know what the other doors do, because I've never tried them, but we won't find out today. Alright, get to the treasure room. Avoid most of it except this final chest just to get soul gauge back. Gets us to max, and then it's just the final straightaway. So we're gonna beat this enemy a bit unoptimally. We're gonna... Okay, well not that unoptimally, come on. Trying to make sure the axes don't kill me. Okay. Nice. Alright, and we got through. Alright, what was supposed to happen is we were supposed to bounce off the enemy and then it would line up the axes, but I homing attacked too early and then I just ran directly into an axe. Okay, are we already level 25? We're actually so good on EXP, even though I got hit a lot. We should be okay. So next we're going to Skeleton Dome 5. Of course, after 1 comes 5.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm following now. I'm following. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're getting it now. This is another rampage mission. We have to beat 40 enemies this time. So we actually have to go through the circle twice. We have to awaken the skeletons in order for us to beat them. Also, only some skeletons can actually be defeated. Others like come back like dry bones. There's no way to know whether they're the dry bones kind or the enemy that can die kind until if they come back or not. Like it's consistent which one they are. Like I know which ones are the dry bones ones and which ones aren't, but there's no way for the player to know that initially. Anyways, you have to flip these numbered switches. Sonic does this little slow walk here for some reason. Now the skeletons are awake, so it's gonna be a lot of homing attacks. Oh, okay. Fascinating. Nice that skeleton moving. Yeah, sometimes they'll charge you with a spin attack. Typically that makes them out of line, so... Okay. Works. We can actually skip one enemy. There's enough enemies. There's 41 enemies that we can skip one. So we can actually skip that enemy behind us. Also, in English, Sonic will say, "So that's why they call it the Skeleton Dome." I'm assuming he says something similar in Japanese, but I know that's what the English says. Yeah. I was just so confused when we got here, you know? Like, what is this place? Alright, awesome. We got to level 26, and now we can equip the final skills of the run. So now Sonic is gonna be really good. Alright. I have my notes here, because there's a lot to equip. Anyways, we go to Skeleton Dome 9 after 5, obviously.
I knew it! I knew we were going to 9!
It happens a lot, actually. Okay, Turbo Jump. Skimmer. Okay, nice. So we got Skimmer. That means we have greater speed when we're charging a jump. So that means we can like slide better, like if we're going through a wall shimmy section. We also have Aegis Slider, so whenever we are charging a jump, we are invulnerable. Like the in-game description says it greatly increases defense. That's just like, look, this spike ball. We just kick it. So we're actually gonna just go through these spike balls like so. Wow. Yeah, it's a really good skill. Anyways, the purpose of this mission, we are getting the King of the Skeleton Dome, his bones back. He's just the head right now. For whatever reason, we only need to collect 5 femurs, and I guess that makes up a whole body. I don't know anatomy, so...
That's a lot of femurs.
That's a lot of femurs, yeah. Probably more so than any one person would need, but hey, I'm not a king. Anyways, we could just homing attack that hand. You're supposed to chase it, but we could just homing attack it. Alright, nice. We need to go to the top route. Alright. Trying not to get hit by this axe. Alright. We're gonna come to a pretty sketchy section right here, so we're gonna be over this pit. And then we wanna inch our way towards, the area. We can actually just, like, Oh, I died?
Oh.
Wow, usually it's pretty generous. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe I wasn't holding left enough. But usually it's pretty generous.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went further than I typically do, so...
Interesting.
Alright, let's try it again. To be fair, I don't really know how this all works. Let's try it again, but for real this time. So you have to be, like, not exactly at the top just yet, otherwise... Alright. There we go.
Okay.
But there's been times where, like, I'm over the edge and I just snap onto the, I snap back onto, where I'm supposed to go. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Hey, it doesn't matter. We got all the XP we need, so I can die as much as I want now. I can take as much damage.
There you go.
As I need. So yeah, the next, stage. So this is where we're gonna get the World Ring. Mission 10, of course. This is a rampage mission. We need to beat 15 enemies. The enemies are really... You really have to make them appear. You have to press a bunch of buttons and switches in order to get them to show up. But yeah, we get to really make use of the Aegis slider here. So we'll just go past the spike balls and enemies. We'll stomp on that enemy. Go through here, make that enemy appear. So there's a lot of enemies that we could get and are skipping. Like, there's gonna be an enemy here that'll disappear before we reach it. We could wait around for it, but it just takes too long. Okay, we're gonna rise on the flying jar in order to hit that button. Speed break through those enemies. These enemies will disappear right before we can actually reach them, so we actually will wait for these just to stomp on their heads. Oh, I missed one. Oh well. We can compensate for that. Die. And then we can teabag. You can just, like, charge a jump while you're standing still, and it's effectively a teabag. Alright, so that's the end of, Skeleton Dome. We're moving on to the final world, Night Palace. As I'm loading to that, any messages, JD?
Well, I do want to remind everyone that we are here for Speed Stuff for the Asian Speedrunners Alliance, which aims to celebrate our Asian members of the speedrunning community and promote Asian representation in community events of all kinds. By holding its own events, as well as collaborating with groups like Speed Stuff for Charity, ASA seeks to showcase all of our talented Asian speedrunning community members. To learn more about the Asian Speedrunners Alliance, check out our Discord by typing !ASA in chat.
Very nice. Alright, so this is Night Palace. This is the final world of the game. We're gonna make use of the Aegis slider right here, so there's gonna be spikes on the wall, but because we're sliding, we are immune to damage. So we can just go right through them. Yeah, it's nice. Really nice. It makes it so much faster as opposed to waiting for the cycles. Yeah, Aegis slider is so broken. It has so many use cases, just being completely invulnerable to damage. And it even works. You'll see on, like, the second to last boss, like, we can just literally crouch in front of him and we're immune. Anyways, getting through Night Palace, we're gonna go to our last auto-scroller section, this magic carpet. You kind of control it like a plane, and then you can do this as well. Whoa, Sonic, what are you doing, bro? Whoa! Oh god, there's turbulence!
Right.
Yeah. So, very finicky. If we run into the iron balls, we do die, so I'm gonna try not to actually, like, run into them. But this is really fun to do, so... It's just very silly. Alright, so... The end is in sight. We just have to get to the end of this hallway. However, Eraser Jin has different plans for us. Imagine just, like, stretching the room just to spite your enemy. So now there's 3 gates we have to get through, so we have to go back in time to when the gates weren't destroyed. So we go into this little, like, special area. This is such a pretty area with all, like, the glass and, like, the night sky. Or I guess space, I guess is more accurate. But yeah, we have to go into these rooms, get to another time, or get to an hourglass in order to reverse the flow of time, I guess. then we'll go through this poison room. There'll be poison gas now. So we lose 1 ring per second, or maybe more, but anyways, it doesn't matter that much. We just need to avoid these falling pillars. And then the gate is back. And so we just gotta do that 2 more times. So yeah, Night Palace is pretty difficult, especially with like random spheres just appearing. I don't know why Sonic did that. But yeah, fortunately there's a lot of hidden rails we can grind on to avoid most of the platforming. Yeah, so it's a pretty straightforward level. Like, despite being the Lost World, it's actually pretty easy. Like, this one, you just go straight. Don't need to deal with any of these springs or anything. Just run straight for the goal. But yeah, this music, I do really... The soundtrack of this game is amazing. I love it.
It is a banger. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
this is Unawakened Float right now. It's all on Spotify, so I, like, unironically listen to the Secret Ring soundtrack sometimes.
Nice.
So yeah, this is the final room. This time, instead of going left or straight down the middle, we go to the right. Oh. I ran into that pillar, but the point still stands. We go to the right. Alright, hop over these enemies. Don't have to deal with the enemies. And now we're here. Hope everyone's been enjoying the Japanese Sonic and Shara. It keeps jump scaring me because I'm like expecting like Jason Griffith, but then it's then Japanese. I'm like, oh right. I was like, Wayne's like, we're finally here, but alas. Anyways, we did mission 1 and we're actually doing mission 2 now.
Oh my goodness.
I know, this is revolutionary.
My heart can't take this.
This is really the excitement of the run, just the menu order. Like, again, this is mostly just... Like, there's some things where, like, we have multiple options, but this is mostly just the game, like, how the game has things. Like, we do things as required. So this is just the level order they decided on, I guess. This is a head-to-head mission. We're, like, racing that ball of light, but, like, we just leave him in the dust. That guy does not have Aegis Slider, so good luck getting through those spikes, bozo. Get through here. I think we speed break here. There's gonna be a, like, spike ball thing. Gonna hopefully time it right. Nice.
Nice.
Typically, you're supposed to use, like, time break in order to, like, slow down time in order for you to time it, but...
You're good, you're good.
Yeah, if you already know it's coming, then, you can do it. So next after mission 2 is mission 9.
3. No!
Yeah, no, it can't be that easy. So this is a Die Hard mission. It's pretty cool. Like, it's pretty interesting and unique compared to other Die Hards, which is just like the same stage you played. So basically, this room will be rotating. There's gonna be a trick later in where you do a little wall run to try and hopefully skip it. It's a little precise. I have to hold a specific angle. But anyway, in the meantime, we're in this whatever zone this is. It's really pretty though. I love the aesthetic. These spheres are breaking the ground, unfortunately. And the spears will become offensive. They will just start throwing those things at you. Unfortunately, with our Aegis Slider, as long as we're charging a jump, we're immune to damage. So you'll see we can just, like, literally just, like, go right through it. Like, the spear will actually get stuck on us, like, you'll see. It's fun. Thank you, spike balls. But yeah, a lot of this game's a lot. If anyone's interested in Secret Rings, it's a really fun game to speedrun. There's a lot of repetition. Like, you know, I think like the main thing is just like doing the levels over and over again, like, mastering your craft and then putting it all together. It's very rewarding to get it all done. Like, it's just I feel good playing the game. Like, this is hours upon hours of practice in order to do this. Also, right here, there's gonna be like a fade effect. I don't know if that's, like, an artistic choice, or, like, the Wii just couldn't handle that, and they had to do that. I could see either way. Anyways, here are the spears. We're just gonna slide under. Oh no, they overpowered me. Tragic. Alright. So here we are. So the room's gonna flip to the ceiling. So there's gonna be a wall there that or something preventing our progress. We need to beat these enemies up front, and then we're supposed to go backwards and get a catapult in order to launch ourselves to get through it. However, we're gonna do something a little different. That looks about right. Nice. Okay. So we speed brake at the right thing. I also had to hold like this angle specifically. Like if you hold just neutral, it does not work. I don't know why. But you're able to skip it, so it saves like a minute from like backtracking. It's like really slow. It used to be a lot harder because like we did it from like where we defeat the enemies and just hope it works. But then we just realized like, wait, what if we just walk towards the wall we're supposed to be running up? And sure enough, that works. And now I have like an actual like visual cue for where I need to line up, and then I can just hold still and do my little tilt.
Right.
Anyways, this is we get a new mission type actually. This is hands off. We have to finish the level with the 0 rings. All that means is we just have to take damage right before
At the end. Yeah.
And yeah. So it's just a normal stage until then. There's another mission type where it's no pearls, where we cannot get those soul pearls, those like white orbs that increase our soul gauge.
Oh.
The difference with that though is if we ever pick up in a pearl, then we immediately lose. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's really, and they love to throw pearls at you in those missions. Like they will literally create caves of pearls, and you have to like very carefully get through it.
Oh my gosh.
It's so annoying, but I really respect the developers for doing it. Anyways, so because we have that cursed skill, we take 40 damage instead of 20, so it's actually more efficient to get through this level. Because we have 22 rings, but I only need to get hit once because I have that skill that makes me take more damage. So it actually was a benefit. Anyways, did mission 10, so we're going back to mission 5.
No!
In order to do the yes! In order to do the rampage mission. And this is where we get our final world ring. So then after this, it'll be the last 2 bosses.
Wait, so the world ring is in mission 5 in this one?
Yes. Not in the boss fights.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah. I don't... What's up?
You know, yeah, we're going with it. We have to go with it.
So anyways, this is a rampage mission. So we basically just grind these 3 enemies, but we actually won't grind these enemies up until... We'll only do it up until we get 12 kills. Then we can actually go forward. Because we can get a lot of kills quickly immediately after, but only 8 kills, and then it's a long drought of enemies. So speed break, nice. Alright, we'll run through. I'm gonna very slowly beat these enemies, because I need this fire guy to not spit fire, otherwise I just run into the fire and die. There we go. And then these final 3 enemies right here. So yeah, it's like really quick to find these enemies as opposed to backtracking. Alright, and we got the world ring.
Well, alright.
So we need the world rings in order to unlock the final boss. We're gonna do the second to last boss fight and then get fake credits after we beat him. And then we'll finally do the final boss fight, and that'll be the end of any percent. But for now, we're fighting Eraser Jin. I don't, in English, he goes like, "You filthy rat," because he calls Sonic a rat as opposed to a hedgehog. It's like, it's a joke in like Japanese. It's like, I think Nezumi and hedgehog in Japanese sound very similar. And like his whole thing is he's erasing the stories, so it's like, I forget what hedgehog is, but it like has Nezumi in it, so he's basically erased the part of the hedgehog of Sonic. That's like that's the joke in Japanese, which is cute. But yeah, he just calls him a rat in English, so. Anyways, on paper, this is a very easy fight. Like, I know exactly what Eraser will do. If you hit him the same way every time, he will do the same exact things. So on paper, also, I don't even need to dodge his attacks. I just, like, do that. I also don't even need to move. Like, I don't even have to chase him. I can just stand still if I wanted to.
That's wild.
Yeah, so anyways, he'll do this head-to-head attack. Once this text block disappears, I release jump, and then I homing attack. It's pretty hard to react to, but if you know it's like right after the text box disappears, it's pretty easy. Anyways, he'll do this L attack. Then he should attack me 3 more times, so yeah, I'll just like do this. Yeah, nice try, Bozo. Get teabagged. Alright, so now I do a Z attack. Not to be confused with like Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Sun and Moon. So anyways, we only hit him 2 times because we want to force his AI to do this head-to-head attack. So homing attacks typically do 1 damage to him, but these head-to-heads do 6. They're a bit slow, but it is consistent, and we need consistency because now, the more damage he takes, the faster he becomes, and then the window to attack him gets like so small that like it's really hard to hit. So like, okay, got him there. Sonic. Yeah, sometimes he headbutts you upwards, and then you just can't homing attack him.
Back into air jail.
Yeah, back in the air jail, exactly. Okay, yeah, so see, like, I dodged the attack, I was ready, but it didn't let me homing attack. Which is pretty typical for this game. Alright. This should be it? Yeah, okay. Okay, not terrible. We had to do, like, 1 more attack cycle than usual. But that's fine. Eraser can get really out of hand. Especially when he gets to the point where, like, I can't predict his movements anymore. But, alright. So, now we just have 1 more fight left. So we get fake credits. You cannot skip these credits, and you can't access the home menu. So in terms of real time, the Wii is faster because the Wii has a reset button, as you'll see me press very soon. The Wii U, however, if you do a Wii U, you have to turn off the console and then like boot it back up, boot up the Wii menu, get to the Wii, boot up the Wii U menu rather, get to the Wii menu, and then boot back into Sonic and Secret Rings. But fortunately, we can just press our handy dandy reset button. Okay, so in order to prepare for the final boss, I am going to get my Wii wheel.
Oh my gosh.
This sounds like a meme, but like, it's like, aha, funny joke, Kuro, you got a Wii wheel. No, I need this. Like, I'm less of a man without it. You have to do a lot of shaking, and this gives me really good leverage for shaking.
Oh my gosh.
So, you'll see it. We become Darkspine Sonic. This is the super form of the game. Using the world rings. So our goal is to fill up our soul gauge, and then we can counterattack him when he does his big ball attack.
Oh.
So, anyways, you'll see. So we'll get a ring, and then we start shaking. He's gonna hit us. There's no way to avoid that. But we just keep shaking. We gotta fill up that whole gauge. This is a really big arm workout. Alright, so now we have it full, so we just have to dodge his attacks now. So there's that big ball attack. Oh, oops. Sorry, I was trying to get to the rings. So, let's do that again. I was just doing that for safety, so... Oh well, it's fine. So this is typically a 3-phase fight. You can do it in 2 cycles, but it requires a frame-perfect shake, and I don't know when I need that shake to happen. So...
Wow.
Did that work? Oh no. Dang it. Okay, hold on, I need to get him... Okay.
You got this, Kuro.
Got him, yeah, it's just... God, so much shaking. This fight sucks. This fight is horrible. Alright, cool. We're at max. Things should work. Alright, cool. Got the ring for safety. Alright, now we shake against the big ball. Pick it back. I remove it from the Wii wheel because this section's easier without it. And then we speed break onto him and tap dance on his heart.
Oh my gosh.
Die, Razor, die! Alright. Get the Wii wheel back on.
Oh my gosh.
And there's more shaking to do. I need to get the soul gauge up to max again. Right. If I do it entirely... Oh, dang, I think I just barely didn't have enough. Oh no, it worked! Oh, nice. Okay, I got quick 2-cycle. Alright. Did that. Remove the Wii wheel again. We're gonna do it again. So it's possible the fight ends now. We'll see if I get the shake, but otherwise... Tap dance on his heart.
This is wild.
Alright. Get the Wii wheel back on in case I didn't get the 2-cycle. We'll see. If his head explodes, then we're good. No, okay.
Okay.
That's fine. That's expected. So he'll do this whirlpool attack again. I'll actually dodge it this time. Hopefully. Oh wow, I actually dodged it. That is impressive.
Nice.
They pull you in too. Oops, I got hit. I don't know if that counts. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna use speed break to avoid those attacks. What does he do now? Ow.
You got this.
Okay, I'll just wait him out now. Okay. Ah, really? Okay. Okay, I can't play too risky. Okay, I think he's doing his... Yeah. Okay, now I can counter him. Alright.
Nice.
I hate this fight, man. Alright. So, do a bit of shake, get soul gauge, punch him. Alright. He's dead. Time will be in like 30 seconds-ish. We have to wait for him to explode, and then Sonic says a one-liner. Alright, probably like 10-ish seconds from now. Alright, 3, 2, 1... Time. Sorry, I'm not used to the Japanese voice. Yeah. It's based on the voice line, so I'm used to English. Alright. And that is Sonic and the Secret Rings. Yeah, the final two boss fights can really screw you over. It's really hard to attack Razor Jin and then Alpha Lila with Lila, the final boss. There's a lot of shaking that goes on. Like, we love the Wii wheel. It's my baby.
So good. The hardware change in the middle of it. I love it. I love it. Kuro, any shout-outs that you'd like to share?
Just shout out to the Sonic storybook scene, speedrunning scene. I haven't speedrun Black Knight, but the storybook games are just so special to me. Especially Secret Rings. I play a lot as a kid. So just shout out to all the development, Lysander, world record holder, Brengrash, a lot of development in that, Curry Masta, and all the other Secret Rings runners. There's definitely a team effort. And obviously shout out the Wii wheel as well. Can't forget that.
Right.
But yeah, that's about it. I don't really stream on Twitch all too often. You'll mostly find me active on YouTube under KuroAsterisk. But yeah, Secret Rings is really special. If you have any interest in Secret Rings, it's a lot to learn, but if you put the time dedicated to it, I swear it's worth it. This is such a beautiful mess of a game, but in that, it's special. And that was the real Secret Rings along the way.
There you go. Excellent. Well, Kuro, thank you so much for an incredible run of Sonic and the Secret Rings any %. You saw it here, folks.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.